Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the So Brothers channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best first signature shoes. And I have categories, right? So we got the best performance, we got best aesthetics, we got the worst performance, and also the ugliest, right? So I got a top 5 for all of these categories. And of course, this is just my opinion. And also, I haven't played in every single first signature shoe. Like the LeBrons, I have not played in. And I'm probably missing a couple of others as well. But anyways, let's get it started right off with the top 5 performance first signature shoes, right? So my number 1 pick, I would have to say the Hardened Volume One is very, very nice. Remember when it came out? As far as the leaks go, I still can't get over the fact that how much a crap I gave the Hardened Volume. I was like, yo, what the hell is this? It was a terrible looking shoe as far as the leaks go. And then it came out with the official pictures, and I was like, yo, that looks dope. And I know you guys are guilty of it too. I'm not the only one, right? But anyways, the Hardened Volume One was amazing. Traction was top tier. Cushion also, although I didn't like the caging all too much, it still had good, compression. It was nice, full length boost, and materials. I mean, with the shroud, aesthetically it looked great, but with the leather and suede materials, it needed a lot of breaking in, especially in the toe box. But there are some colors with like that stretchier like spandex type of material, which that didn't require a whole lot of like breaking in. But yeah, Hardened Volume One, great looking shoe and also really, really good performance. That's my number 1. All right, my number 2 actually is a shoe that just came out. It's the MB1, LaMelo Ball's first signature shoe with Puma. And yeah, I mean, good job to LaMelo, man. He has a very, very nice first signature shoe. It's a great performer. Traction is top tier. Picks up a little bit of dust, but super easy to wipe off. You got that nice outer curvature as well, which reminds me of old school Kyries, like the Kyrie 2, 3, and 4, which I absolutely love. Cushion with a full-length nitro foam is pretty damn nice. It's soft. I would say there's not crazy compression from the midsole, but underfoot cushioning is nice. Materials, it gets the job done. I mean, it's an overall pretty thin material. It feels pretty like kind of stiff and like glued down and stuff, but that makes it feel overall like really supportive, which is a good thing. Overall, very comfortable, very cozy shoe as well. So the MB1, great performer. My number 3 pick is the Trae Young one, which also just recently came out like a couple months ago, right? So the Trae Young one by Adidas, we got that light strike / boost combination for the cushion, and it also is a very nice cushioning setup. A good amount of compression in the heel. The light strike in the forefoot feels nice. Good court feel in the forefoot, although the heel gets a little bit high. There is a little bit of an offset there as well. Traction overall is pretty good. I mean, on the clean court it's nice, but it does pick up a little bit of dust. So you definitely do need to wipe a good amount when you're playing on a dusty setting. But other than that, overall traction is good as well. It also a great looking shoe, but one thing that I feel like they kind of messed up on is the lacing system. The lacing system, you got 2 eyelets, man. It's a 1 booty upper, and I mean, luckily for me, it fits me very well. It's a tight, snug fit, which I like. But if you have like a super skinny foot or something like that, and just the fit isn't good for you, you can't really fix that. You know what I mean? So that's one flaw in the design. But like I said, luckily for me, it was good. So Trae Young one, great performer. I really like it. Next at number 4, we got the PG1. The PG1, oh my god, when it first came out, super duper nice. The traction is top tier. The solid rubber was very nice. I remember I got the what was the colorway called? Like the shining colorway, the first colorway that came out. That's like a semi-translucent outsole, which it was really bad until I broke it in, right? It took like a week or 2 to break in too. But the other colorways that I got with the solid rubber outsoles were very, very nice for traction. Cushion wasn't the best. The forefoot zoom unit is okay. It's not crazy bouncy like I can't really feel it as much as like the PG3, and also the Phylon and the heel isn't very nice, but whatever. Materials also has shit mesh, but it gets the job done. I guess it's only in the forefoot, so it's not a big deal. But the strap, that strap was a very nice system with the fly wire. I really like that. And I just hate to see like straps like the Zoom Freak 3, like the Kyrie 6, you know what I mean? Like where it's just one way, it doesn't really do a whole lot. KD 14. Please give us straps like the PG1, you know what I mean? Also a great looking shoe, and the performance of the PG1 was very, very nice. Next, we got the Kobe One Pro Tro. I mean, I never played in the original Kobe One, so I can't really say anything about that, but I guess the Kobe One Pro Tro isn't his first signature shoe. It's kind of like an updated version. But anyway, I'm just still gonna put it in the list. One bad thing about it is it's super heavy and super bulky, but everything else about that shoe, traction is really, really nice. Cushion also, you got that full-length zoom unit, which feels very bouncy and very comfortable underneath your foot. The leather material, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of leather personally, but once you break it in, it gets okay. Great looking shoe. A lot of awesome colorways as well. And for a runner-up, I want to put the Omnis in there. And I know it's not Kawhi's first signature shoe, and we were all kind of like confused because New Balance was saying it's his shoe, but then it's not. And then the Kawhi came out and then they're like, oh, it's his actual shoe, the Kawhi, his first signature shoe. And we're like, or I was like, what the heck, right? But anyways, Omnis was amazing, awesome performer. But that's why I'm putting it as a runner-up, because it's not really technically Kawhi's signature shoe, right? But anyways, that about wraps it up for performance. Next, we got top 5 aesthetics, and let's start with number 5 actually. So number 5 for me is going to be the Kobe One Pro Tro, and the undefeated colorways that came out for that were so dope. I really want a camo Kobe One Pro Tro, like really, really bad. But yeah, amazing looking shoe. You definitely can rock it casually, and if you're hooping in it, if you got a dope colorway, it looks great as well. Moving on to number 4, we got the Puma MB1. I really like how that shoe looks. At first, I was a little bit of a hater, I'll admit that, but it definitely grew on me. There's some great colorways coming out as well. The Rick and Morty colorway is super sick. The Buzz City colorway that's coming out is super sick as well. It's like an all black with kind of like that Hornets blue, like teal color in it. And I love how it looks, guys. Whoever designed it did a great job. So there is the MB1. Number 3, we got the Hardened Volume One. Great looking shoe. I feel like most of you guys will agree as well. I love that shroud. It kind of gives it like that two-tone look, very contrasty as well. A lot of the colorways that came out looked great too. Moving on to number 2, of course, we got the Jordan 1. The Jordan 1 can't really beat the Jordan 1, right? It's iconic. Not really a ball shoe anymore. I mean, you can still ball in it, but comparing it to modern performance basketball shoes, it's really bad, right? But you know, it's still Michael Jordan's first signature shoe, and it's great looking. But my number 1, in my opinion, of course, is the Kyrie One. I absolutely love the way the Kyrie One looks, and I really want the very first colorway that came out. You remember the dream color, the Kyrie One dream colorway? I love that colorway. So dope. But yeah, I love the teeth from the traction. I love the look of the material. The cut of the shoe is great as well. It's just super simple, but like unique looking shoe at the same time. But anyways, there's top 5 aesthetics. Let's go on to the worst performing first signature shoe. And I got 3 shoes on it. It's not top 5, it's the top 3. And the third one isn't like that bad. It's not terrible, but it's the Why Not 0.1. And I put that shoe on this list just because I couldn't play in it personally, just because it was super heavy and really bulky, and also extremely freaking hot. And usually I don't have a problem with shoes that are hot. I don't really have like crazy hot or crazy sweaty feet, but in that shoe, my feet were just like, yo, I need to take this shoe off, you know? So, I mean, the full-length zoom unit is nice and the traction was pretty damn good, but yeah, I didn't really like playing in it all too much just because of the reasons I just stated. So that's why it's on this list. I know a good amount of people that like playing it, so, but of course, just in my opinion, it's not the best. All right, moving on to number 2, we got the D Lillard 1. So if you guys didn't know, the Dame line was actually called the D Lillards. So all the way up until like the 2, I think, maybe the 3. No, I think they started calling Dames from the 3. So it was the D Lillard 1, the D Lillard 2, and then the Dame 3. But anyways, the D Lillard 1, I hated that shoe. I don't know what it was. The fit was really bad for me, and also the lockdown. Traction also wasn't the best. I would slip out a good amount on dust. Cushion was with adiprene. I believe it was like adiprene or something. Wasn't very nice. So yeah, the D Lillard 1, I really didn't like playing it. And number 1 is the Jordan 1. Again, you can still play in it. It does basketball, of course. It's a basketball shoe, but the cushion is so bad. You know, usually I like a responsive cushion, but it's literally rubber, guys. It's rubber. It's a stiff rubber, and impact protection freaking hurts. So yeah, the cushion is terrible. Traction is good though. It has a good bite, but the fit and like the leather material is just, I don't even know how they used to play in that, guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, Again, like I said, you can still play basketball in all these shoes, but probably not the best option, right? And now let's go on to the top 3 worst or ugliest first signature shoes, right? So yeah, again, coming in at number 3, we got the Why Not 0.1. Yeah, not a good looking shoe. Also, remember the low? There was a Why Not 0.1 low, and it was literally the same exact shoe as the regular version. It wasn't even a low. It was weird. But anyways, yeah, looks kind of weird. I don't really know how to describe it. What does it look like? Just looks chonky and just not a great looking shoe in my opinion. So that's number 3. Number 2 is the D-Lillard one. Also, as far as the aesthetics go, not a huge fan of the D-Lillard one. Yeah, it just didn't look good. There were some colorways that were dope though. I believe like there was one colorway that I liked. It was the all red one and like a BHM one. But the overall silhouette, not a huge fan of, you know what I mean? So there's number 2, and now moving on to number 1 is the KT1. The KT1, there definitely were some dope colorways, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's not a great looking shoe, and some of the bad colorways, it's just like, not a huge fan, you know. And remember the rumored KT1? Remember, I think it was like he signed with Anton. He was doing like an interview, and then we saw it's not actually the KT1, but we saw a shoe and he got flamed so hard for those. Remember that? But anyways, yeah, so the KT1 is definitely not the best looking shoe. I mean, they came a long way. Anta makes great looking shoes now, and also some great performing shoes too. But back then, you know, with the KT1 and also the KT2, you know, they were alright, especially for aesthetics. But anyways, that's my lists of like first signature shoes. Tell us what your list would be down in the comment section below. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.